Hey everyone, my name is Dustin and this is how I make beef jerky. So everyone has a recipe and I've wrote 2 different recipes down here. But since I've started making beef jerky and I'm no expert, it's always turned out fine. So I started to make beef jerky this time and I was like, well, it was really good last time and I wrote down exactly what I did. Because like I said, I don't know anything about making beef jerky, but this is what I do, and it turns out A-OK number 1. So let's start mixing some ingredients. All right, I weigh mine because I'm lazy. So I'm gonna take my bowl, I'm gonna put it on the scale, and I'm going to zero my scale out. There it goes. Now the base of my favorite jerky is soy sauce. So I take some soy sauce. I'm going to put about 4 ounces in here. I'm making 2 pounds, by the way, and I'll get to the meat and everything. Which I use some pre-cut top round, so it turns out good. Oh, almost 4 ounces. Somehow, every time I use a measuring cup, I get it wrong. So I must be blind. So I decided to start using a scale, and it works out pretty good. Next, I'm gonna go some liquid smoke. I use way too much. I think this is hickory. Oh, it smells so good. It makes my mouth water.
Oh, what is that?
It's beef jerky. You can keep it recording. Daddy's making beef jerky.
Oh.
Does it smell good? How's it smell? Too much? Oh, it's not for her. All right, so I'm going to use 2 ounces. So I'm at 4 ounces now, so I'm going to go. That's way too much, probably. There's 5, 6. And people are like, that's way too much smoke. Okay. Now this is going to be some fire hot beef jerky. I like crushed red pepper. I like black pepper. I like jalapeno pepper. But today, this is for my mama. And she likes crushed red pepper, oregano, and garlic. And that's what we're going to do. So it's quite simple. We're going to take this and we're going to add 1 ounce of this. And you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. This stuff a little bit goes a long way. Oh, we're going to go to 1. We did it. We've surpassed 7 ounces. Okay. Now, you need some seasoning salt. Normally, I would use Tony's. But today, because I don't go to the grocery store very often, we're going to use Country Bob's beef, chicken, and pork seasoning salt. Thank you, Country Bob. This is going to be delicious. So we're going to go with half an ounce of that. And let's make it 1 more. There we go. Now we got a good briny mixture going. And to top it all off, I have organic onion powder. None of my other salts are organic. And I don't know where I got this organic onion powder, but it's got to be good for you. So I'm going to add a bunch of it. Holy crap.
You should smell it.
Oh, I could lick the thing because it's organic. I guess we're going to go with that much. That's what we're going to put in there. I actually didn't use onion powder last time, but this is going to be, that's clumpy. So we're going to get in there and mix it with our fingers. Yeah. My wife said I should use a tool, not be a tool. Whatever. All right. Right here I have a sack of meat. We're going to open our sack of meat. I don't even normally wear gloves. You probably should to handle this bloody meat. But this is 2 pounds of pre-sliced beef jerky meat. Yeah. I don't know which part of the cow is the beef jerky, but I don't even know if this is cow. Well, it'd have to be. That's what beef is. All right. We're doing fine. I'm actually a chef full time. I'm not anything. Okay. Rosie. Now, the reason I buy this is pre-sliced. And I actually believe it's top round. But somebody who's smarter than I am can correct me because I don't know anything. Now, I like to put it in there and really waller it around. You just put your meat in there and you just soak it up. There we go. My wife loves this part. It just, the noises, you know, it's a dirty business. But you can only get quality beef jerky like this here in my house. Oh yes. The dogs are excited. You won't find that in most commercial kitchens, but it's kosher. Not kosher, that's a real thing. It's okay. Here in Oklahoma, we do whatever we want. Which is obvious. Which is why Oklahoma's so awesome. Oklahoma's okay. Not quite awesome, just kind of all right. This guy mixing his meat in the kitchen. You can tell it's good because it's making a squishy sound. If that cow was alive today, it would say, "Thank you, sir, for the kind massage and this fantastic oil you're massaging into me." Oh yes. This is indeed how magic happens. All right. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to put it in the not the microwave. We will not microwave our beef jerky, but we're going to sit it here to marinate. I'm going to put a lid on this, and I'm going to marinate it in the refrigerator for at least 6 hours, probably overnight. It is 7 o'clock here now, so tomorrow morning. Got hair in my mouth, which I'm sure is fine. It's probably my mustache. No one's gonna eat this but my mom. So it's fine. She gave birth to me. So I'm gonna refrigerate this, let it marinate, and then I'm gonna put it in the dehydrator, and we'll show that step in the morning. Okay. All right. So we've let our jerky meat marinate overnight. It'll look a little bit like this. Not super appealing yet, but I promise it's going to turn out better than that. So what I do to help make it more safer, I added a lethality process to it. So I preheat my oven to 170 degrees, and then I lay my jerky out in strips. And then we're going to put it in the oven for about 45 minutes so that the meat will reach 170 degree temperature. Now this doesn't dry the meat out. The first time I did it, I was kind of afraid of adding this process to it. But it does make it a little bit safer. So I'm going to lay all this out just like this. I'm going to add it to the oven. And once I've done that with my full 2 pounds of jerky, then I'll take it out and we'll put it in the dehydrator, and I'll show you that. Okay, so after the meat's been in the oven for 45 minutes, that's got it to this level right here. So, as you can probably tell, it's not dry, but it does look cooked. And that's going to help cut down on any of that bacteria that you would normally get if the meat was just raw. Now, I'm going to take this tray. Take this tray, and to be sure, you could use a meat thermometer, but it's really thin, so it's hard to get it accurate. But we can take these straight to the dehydrator. Because I don't want to drip, I'm going to carry it like this. Then you pause it. That way they don't have to... All right, I'm going to slide the meat into the dehydrator. Now we got room for a lot more jerky than what we're doing today, but this is just a spur of the moment, quick, easy, non-complicated batch of jerky. Now I use a Lim stainless dehydrator, and we could probably do, well, we can do a lot more than we're doing right now. So I'm going to set it to 150 degrees. I'm going to turn it to 6 hours. Okay. Okay, so it's everybody's favorite time. It's when we pull the jerky out of the dehydrator. Now earlier I said I was going to put it in there for 6 hours. Well, why not 12 hours? Why not 5 hours? Well, because it's irrelevant. It's not done until it's done. They can't set a time for me and the slices of meat that I have that is accurate for you and the slices of meat you have. But let's take a look at it. And that is hot, as it should be. So I'm going to take a piece here. So when you're inspecting this, what you're going to want is it to bend and be like a piece of leather. If it cracks, it's too dry. If it's pulling apart, right there's it's about perfect. So I would call this good. What you'll notice, it looks wet right here. So you would think that maybe it's not done yet, and it's actually grease. This is a really fatty piece of meat that I used, so I've got some grease on it. If you wanted to, you could leave it in there for longer than that. The drier it is, the longer it'll keep, but this isn't going to last that long. I'm not worried about making it shelf stable for 6 months because that's not going to happen. I'll be honest with you. It's good. But maybe that was too much smoke. No, I'm just kidding. It's perfect. Do it to your taste. It's a lot simpler than most people think it is. Main thing, just make sure it's cooked and not dangerous to eat. You want to get it to about 160 degrees internal temperature to kill all that bacteria off. Anyways, that's how I make beef jerky. Thank you. Hey everyone, Dustin with Squatch Jerky here. Thank you for watching the video. This video was our first one. It was thrown together very fast, with very little thought, but I appreciate you watching it to this point anyway. We have some more recipes that are actually more traditional type jerky recipes and not just something you throw together in your kitchen. This was kind of just an example that it's not that complicated to make beef jerky. You just want to make sure that the meat is safe, and pretty much any seasoning that you put on it is going to taste like that seasoning. So we'll do some more advanced recipes later on, but for now, I think that this makes a light-hearted video, and it was fun to do. But I hope to do some more serious videos in the future. So thank you for tuning in. Subscribe if you want to see me do more. Thank you.